Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Each day I've selected a composer who's had a role to play at either Plymouth Church or Vocal Essence or both. Today it's the English composer William Boyce, born in 1711, died in 1779. He was English composer and organist and composer to the Chapel Royal. He wrote music for theater, 12 trio sonatas, 12 overtures, 43 court odes, cantatas, and 60 anthems. In 1757, he was made Master of the King's Music, which is a kind of role that someone has with the king or queen, and is something where an occasion comes, a birthday, or perhaps the launching of a ship, and they need music for the occasion. And so William Boyce was the one to do that. He was asked at the time of a coronation to write a new setting of the text, Zadok the priest, words from the Psalms, which he said, oh, no. He said, Handel did it so magnificently, I could never improve on that. And because of that, Handel's Zadok is performed at every coronation and has been ever since it was composed. I love this thought that Burney, the famous writer on music history, said, now this is back, of course, in 1776, Dr. Boyce, with all due reverence for the abilities of Handel, was one of the few church composers who neither pillaged nor servilely imitated him. There is an original and sterling merit in his productions, founded as much on study of our own old masters as on the best models of other countries, that gives to all his works a peculiar stamp and character of his own, for strength, clearness, and facility, without any mixtures of styles, of extraneous and heterogeneous ornaments. Now, with all of that, he has a lot of anthems that they're okay, they're so-so of that period. But a beautiful one that I've done a number of times at Plymouth Church is a piece called, O Where Shall Wisdom Be Found? Words from the book of Job. And one of the things that's wonderful, and of course, in today's world, we can think this seems old-fashioned, but in his time, it was rather unique. So that when the choir says, where shall wisdom be found? It had a kind of drama, because they repeated the word where when they went, where shall wisdom be found? Where? And later in the piece, there's this wonderful little word paintings that they do. It comes to the thing when it's, in the words of Job, it says, it cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. And you remember those old measurements that used to have like this where you would weigh with them. So when he gets to that, he rhythmically changes from a very stately 4/4 to getting a feeling of weighing. So you hear this kind of thing. That little weighing. Small little effects, but they're very unique, and they were unique to William Boyce. He was best known for a piece called Cathedral Music. This was 3 volumes of music by composers over 3 centuries, Purcell, Byrd, many others, that he had put together. And there had never been anything like this. It was since the Restoration, the first such set of works. It was used a great deal up until the 19th century and is still referred to today as a very important part of English music history. He also was, of course, as I mentioned, an organist. And one of the pieces he did was a voluntary. He wrote a series of voluntaries. Voluntary, at that time, was a word that referred to something that was played during a service. It might be the prelude or the postlude or something in the middle of the service. And usually it had a slow section and then a fast section. Sometimes the slow returned. And he wrote these voluntaries, 12 of them, and I'm going to play for you on the organ here at Plymouth Church, his voluntary in D major. Have a wonderful day.